Sounds good. We're gonna come up there in a bunch of KAZi shirts and just say hello to DW. That'd be pretty cool. Fellas, if you have any questions for Caitlin,
I wanted to let people know, moving here, a lot of people may not know that the Mexicarte Museum is such a pillar to the community. I'll drop a couple things. So it's not just for Mexicanos. I mean, she mentioned, but Latinos and Latin American culture is all touched there. They get 75,000 visitors annually, and 50% of them are people of color. And the largest and longest running Day of the Dead parade, which started in '84, Dia de los Muertos celebration in all of Texas. Again, Mexicarte Museum. I just wanted people to know, if you want to enjoy the Taste of Mexico Festival, like, these are some of the things that you can get to be a part of if you were to go out to Mexicarte Museum.
I love it, and I drive by there. I'm downtown fairly often, and I always see y'all have different artists that are doing murals, I guess, on the wall that's next to the building, right? Yeah. Yep, and I'm. Nice. I almost always cause a wreck whenever I see a new one going up, because I'm always like looking to the right of me as I'm driving down the road. I'm like, ooh, what are they making? And then somebody honks their horn at me, get off the road. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah.
It's art. I like it. Well, thank you for what you do, and keep on doing what you do. And shout out to all the staff over there too, and the artists too, because this is something that is keeping Austin weird, but keeping Austin colorful and amazing and vibrant at the same time.
Caitlin Zaldana, everyone. She's a special events and marketing coordinator, or she's the heifer. She runs it all. Like, she's the boss. My words, Caitlin. I don't want to get you in trouble. My words.
Very cool. Sure thing. Give us the information one more time, and also your social media where people can find you. Nice. Caitlin, thank you so much for joining KAZi in the Morning Grind. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you, and the best of luck to you for this weekend. All right, y'all, more coming up on the Morning Grind on 88.7 FM KAZi. PT with the T is still here.
Hey! More to come with the Morning Grind. More to come. So what is the deal with these? I was coming in yesterday, and I saw all these people standing out by the bridge, and they was talking about bats.
So we have
every day.
Yeah, most days. There are some days they choose not to come out, but around nightfall, I guess that's dusk, you have I think 1.3 million, and I don't know if this is a Mexican freestyle bats, whatever it is. There's a ginormous colony of bats that live underneath the Congress Avenue Bridge. They go out to feed because they feed at night. And so it has become a spectacle over time that people know Austin for the music, for the nature trails, but also for the bats, where it's our unofficial mascot. And so if you're driving by on Congress Avenue next time, and let's say if you're going southbound, you'll see a giant statue that kind of revolves or whatever. It's a bat statue because people go to that bridge just to look at the bats.
Every day.
It started in the 80s. When they built that bridge, they made some slats in it to allow it to flex and move. And unfortunately, that is the perfect haven for bats. So over the years, they just started amassing. Now, if you've never gone, I recommend you do it. I've lived here 3 years, finally at the beginning of the summer. And I was on the boat bridge looking up. Now, you could do it from above, but I was on the boat bridge. And that's the best because you get the contrast. Because remember, they're black.
Yep.
So when dusk hits
A
and they come
cloud.
flying out,
A cloud.
you get to see the dusk
Yep.
and then their silhouette coming up.
It is a
And
cloud.
that's what it
And
is.
it's something
Well, where
that-
do they go? Oh, they go to eat.
They go out to eat because
Eat.
there's so much water around. There's insects plenty, and they said down there's not a lot of mosquito issues because the bats are out there so much. But it's also they don't have, so cats can't get to them. Whatever their predators are, they can't get to them because they're over water, and so that's a very easy breeding ground for them,
Yeah.
to where they can
And
nest.
they don't bite people.
No, they do not.
If you find one on the ground, you're supposed to not touch it. You're supposed to call animal control because it's probably sick. More likely, it's dying. It's like a fish when it comes to the surface. When a bat goes to the ground, they're usually sick, they're injured, or they're lame or whatever. So those are the ones you don't want to deal with. But as far as flying,
I saw all those
they don't
people.
come
I'm
out.
like, what are they looking at?
Yeah.
I thought
When
they
you
were
look
looking at
up,
boats.
it blocks out the sky momentarily. That's how it's 1.3 million, and it's something that you can't appreciate until you see it. And I tell people momentarily the sky will go black in that area to where they're all coming out. And you're just like,
It's incredible.
yeah.
And that's the only place that happens in Austin.
So believe it or not, there's a second colony that's up in Round Rock. And they're under a bridge as well. If you drive by, there's a colony by the railroad tracks. Same situation, there's a fence there, and there's signs that say, if you see a bat, don't touch it, whatever, because there's a smaller colony that's up there. And it's not over water, but it's by a busy road. And because of that, cats and things, coyotes don't go there to bother them. So it's not 1.3 million, but it's a similar spectacle. But 1.3 million is different. I'm talking about, I've told tourists, it's so plentiful that it's about almost like maybe 10, 15 continuous seconds of them just coming out.
And so exactly what time do you think I should be there?
Dusk. Right.
But you want to get early. What would
That's
you say?
true. You want to get a spot. I mean, the sun is going down about 8:30, 8:45
Yeah, so
or
probably
so.
about 7:30. I'd say 7:30 to get you a good spot. There's not a bad spot there, but it's going to be so many people that you'll have an idea of where to stand.
Yeah. Now they don't ever get in. There's not any issue with planes coming in that time. They don't.
No.
Planes don't fly over the city they're not that close.
Oh, okay.
And just so for your reference, if you're going to do a post or take any pictures, this is the largest urban bat colony in North America.
Dude, North America.
And the whole continent.
So right now they just sleep. They up under their sleep.
Yeah. And then before they come out, before dusk, and you see this, if I'm not trying, like I don't own the boat tour company, but on the boat, before they even come out, the guys take a flashlight with a red lens on it and they poke it, they shine it up in those little slats. You could see them moving. It's almost like a swarm of bees. You could just see them. They're just waiting. They show it up, and you could just see them all up in the slot the whole time, and you're just like, man, you just can't believe it that you see them, but you don't believe there's that many, and they're about to come flying out.
I've heard multiple theories on why they chose Austin, from because of the insect population to the fact that there's not a lot of natural predators here because of urbanization. Whatever it is, it's something that's perfect for them. I know that our climate doesn't get too cold. It does get really hot here, but for the most part, it's the perfect marriage of where they want to be versus where they're from, because they're from Mexico. Right?
Well, no, they're Brazilian
They're
freetails.
Brazilian. Okay, so they migrated in the state.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that bats migrate. That was the craziest thing to me.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so one more song was about 3 minutes, and then we'll jump back into it. We'll probably do about 15 minutes of stuff, and then start making our way out for the professor.
My favorite is bat.
Thank you for your help, man. Sorry to me.
No, you're good.
Thanks for your help, bro.
Oh, hey, no problem. We got it. I think she enjoyed it.
Y'all worked it though, man.
Yeah,
It came out good. It came out. I sent some pictures to Harris, and we'll see what he likes.
Cool, yeah. I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all backing me up. Thank
Hell
you.
yeah, dude.
I hate doing these Zoom calls.
The team aspect.
Hate.
The team aspect of what we do on Wednesdays. When they made that little comment about we want to move you guys to different times, it's like I don't want to go to a different day. Not that I have anything against other people, but
Right. But
I don't want to deal with it.
we work.
I like what y'all do, man.
I have
You like
sat
having
in
it up.
last summer. I was able to sit in almost 5 days a week with everyone else. I sat in with Stacy. I sat in with Edward. Matter of fact, Tuesdays were mine.
Right.
And then I had to, my job shifted, so I had to leave. And then Edward was like, hey, I guess I got to start running it now. I was like, you got it, dog.
Yeah.
And then he did. And so I sat in with Harris, but nah, this my
The
first.
times that I used to come, and they would have me come, I think it was with, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to be at home, but it's like, and I was telling somebody the other day, I didn't understand that I needed, not necessarily needed, but I'm a comedian. Stop. It's something y'all are cool with. So as I became more comfortable, I was like, oh, I can let myself shown through. And so that's what's made it so much more fun for me here. Because the other times I was coming, I was like playing off with somebody else. There was one where it was like a little bit of a competition. I was like, I'm not here for competition.
Sure.
If it's competition, I can just call it a day. But coming here to have a
So, it's good to have you, man.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
thank you.
About morning teams, and I listened to a few of them, is everybody, when we give each other space to be, ourselves, and then when we come together on certain projects, we're gonna make the team shine. And this woman here has been working with some morning teams, so he knows.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Just trying to get a job.
Yeah, and I you know what? And I hope that for you, man. I hope and pray that for you, because we want to do this. We love doing this.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We pull ourselves off the bed at 5 o'clock in the morning. Talking about, shit, bro, I got like 2.5 hours sleep last night.
Oh.
But I knew it was gonna be good because I knew you were gonna be here. I knew we all three of us were gonna kill it. So yeah, it's a big thing. And yeah, there's sometimes, man, flying this Millennium Falcon is it's a bit because but yeah, I appreciate y'all backing me up and dealing with my anxiety when I talk to people. I hate doing Zooms, man. I've done 3 or 4 Zoom calls and I hate it.
Did y'all get on those Zoom calls with the stuff they had on with the vice president? Is that or was it just for women? No, they had the one for men too.
Yeah, for men.
Did
Yeah,
y'all get on?
exactly. Well, the thing about it, like when I was using Zoom back during the COVID time, I could talk to people
Right.
before I went live, right?
Right.
But with this thing, it's just it's like the communication doesn't start until
Y'all don't like StreamYard? Because that's what I use.
Mark's using
Y'all
he's using OBS.
Yeah.
He's using OBS.
StreamYard is good. I love it. That's what I
It's
use.
getting
I use
better.
StreamYard.
What's it out?
You you did do you did StreamYard, right?
Yeah. That's what I use.
You like StreamYard?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, too.
The voice of Austin, 88.7 FM KAZi. That is the new one, hot off the press from the group Cult Jam. If you remember Lisa and Cult Jam, and of course we had Mike Hughes from Cult Jam stopping by with his vampire self. We were giving Mike a hard time, PT, because Mike is, of course, been around since the 80s.
He's immortal.
And yeah, he just like Courtney said, he just hit pause on life, and they're still, still in great shape, still outperforming, wants to perform, wants to, keep himself physically ready to handle all that, to handle the music business as it is now. Because it's a whole different ballgame. So, PT with the T is joining us once again. Happy belated birthday to your 21-year-old, 25-year-old self.
Finally, PT can go buy a drink.
Yeah, I was gonna tell y'all, I know y'all probably don't remember, then you might remember. The very first time I came on here, I had just got out of the hospital.
Yeah,
Food
yeah,
poisoning.
I remember that.
Yeah, man. So I really appreciate you guys that having me back, and I'm really enjoying myself here at KAZi. I really am.
Thank you. And then you missed the hurricane. So why is it we keep having
I
emergencies?
don't know. I don't know.
We're glad to have you. We're glad to have you. Drop some OT on us, man.
Well, you guys remember the situation that happened with Terrell? Is it Terrell or Terrell Davis? Terrell Davis. He was on the plane, on the United plane. They kicked him off, and they was like, "Why y'all?" His wife's like, "Why y'all kicking me off?" You know the situation. He over there nodding his head. Well, the flight attendant who did that to him has been fired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
So I know you know the T because he over there nodding your head.
Yeah. So United Airlines. United Airlines is the airline, and sometimes it takes this type of stuff to happen for others to realize what exactly is going on. Because sometimes people will say, "Well, I don't know. It doesn't happen to me.
Yeah.
I don't get that." But then it happens to someone that is worldwide recognizable. They don't care if it happens to you,
Nope.
Johnny down the block. But when they see it happens to that guy, then they realize. So no longer employed, and his no-fly ban is lifted. Because that's the other thing is
That's
they
crazy.
tighten you up.
Yeah.
After you get kicked off a flight, you get on that blotter. But it's been lifted because they realize, sorry, brother.
Yeah, and he needs to fly for free for a year. That's crazy.
They're smart.
Yeah.
And I throw them in a couple of little commercials too if I was them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here at United, we love our passengers.
Just for good measure.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So now, Chad Dillon. I know you guys may not know who he is. Well, he was murdered actually in Atlanta, Georgia last week. Allegedly, they said because of unpaid debts. He's a big time
The restaurant owner?
Restaurant owner,
heard
yeah,
about
there,
that.
and he was in his Rolls Royce, and they shot him in broad daylight.
Wow.
That's
He was getting ready to
crazy.
open too. Because the restaurant hadn't opened just yet, right?
No, he had
thought he had a
he
new
had
one
two
though.
restaurants. He had a restaurant with Little Baby.
Little baby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then he had another restaurant called the Seafood Boiler or something like that.
So something-
Seafood menu.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So this
That's
one was
just
getting ready to
crazy.
open and he gets killed out in front, right? Or something like that?
Yeah. And they said, well, the person that shot him and killed him in broad daylight, they said they didn't take anything from him. So
Right.
they said it had to be allegedly behind the death of him.
Really?
That's crazy,
See,
man.
that's
Yeah.
sad, man.
And he helped, and he did, even though that happened to him, he helped a lot of people. He gave out money and stuff to people incarcerated before they got out.
Right.
Yeah, and helped them and stuff. So it's just an
33 years
unfortunate
young,
thing.
too.
Dang.
Just an unfortunate thing.
Come
Yeah,
on,
it's
son.
horrible.
Really?
That's what we do.
That's what we do,
That's
dude.
what we
It's
doing.
crazy,
Come on.
man. Yeah.
His business made $8 million last year.
Wow. Wow.
So I wonder who's gonna take over his business now. You know what I mean?
I don't
It's
know,
crazy.
I'm not sure if I'd even want to. I mean, to being in that kind of position, because you still got to pay the debts back, and then you've got to deal with it. Did they ever find out who did it?
Last I checked, no.
They're still looking.
Yes,
I know somebody made a post. They made this a TikTok situation where somebody was like, one of the things you got to do as soon as they said secure the bag or whatever. So I don't 110% agree with, but I do agree with moving with caution. It's like as soon as you get big time, you need to get away from your homies that haven't either made it or they're still in the streets or whatever it is, because a lot of times when you try to leave that life alone or when you try to move on, those are the ones that try to hold you back because they still want to keep you as who you were when it's who you are now. And I don't agree with necessarily moving away.
Yeah.
I do agree with moving with caution. We looked at Young Dolph. We look at
Yeah.
a few other guys that are in their neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and they should be safe. You should be safe. You shouldn't have to have
Nipsey Hussle.
secure. Nipsey Hussle, very great
See, that's a
example.
PNB rock.
Yeah, you should be able to be
Makes
safe
sense.
if you're comfortable.
Yeah.
And that question comes up again and again. When is it time to go? When is it time to step away? And like, well, man, you ain't never around no more. And it's like, I'm keeping myself safe,
Yeah.
So that's a very unfortunate situation.
There's
Again,
always haters.
too many of those, though.
I mean, look, this is a community radio station. We volunteer to come here.
Yeah.
And yet, there are people out there who don't like us.
Yeah.
You right?
What?
Yeah.
There are people in here that don't like me.
That's for free. You literally can turn your dial to get away from us. But he did partner with Lil Baby.
All right.
So Lil Baby acknowledged this on his social media,
Yeah,
the
he
death. And so you were saying who could carry on? I mean, technically,
Mhm.
that's a big enough name to carry on. I don't know if I don't know if Lil Baby wants to $8 million. That's a cash cow. I don't know if you really want to close that
Pretty sure I'll
down.
figure
Especially
something
coming
out.
off of this. This might actually enhance
Oh, it
a
will.
little celebratory,
Yeah.
little fodder for the remainder of the year.
Yeah.
In
On the
RIP,
financial side.
you know, in memory of, you can have some in memory of events, because their grand opening, if y'all remember, they have celebrities from all over. People
It's
from
Atlanta, bro.
Yes.
It's Atlanta.
So I don't know.
Coming in.
I hope they don't close it down.
Yeah, I know. Ice-T had said something about that. Somebody was asking him. He was on a podcast, and you know, Ice-T, of course, grew up in LA, and they were asking him like, you know, do you ever go back? And he's like, nah, man, I don't go back. I am in a different place now.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
older. Some of these young cats who, you know, who want to just, you know, who want to test themselves
Right.
and put him in a bad position. And he's like, nah, man, I know LA, done LA,
Yep.
you know, done parts of LA. I'm out of there.
They have this
Don't
term.
blame me.
They have this term they've been using all over social media. It's YNSs. Y'all, if you catch the acronym, is Young Negroes. There we go.
Yeah.
But
The
they
ninjas.
talk ninjas. Right? Oh, I like that. But yeah, they talk about, you know, crashing out and all that. How like the joke is, no matter what you do, they're just gonna get mad. And so it's like, I was going to the store, then a bunch of Quando Rondos walk in with what do you call it, ski mask and black Air Forces. And ooh, I just want to live, Lord, please. Exactly. And you walk out, but it's just you look at that stuff, and these guys don't value anything.
No.
There's no fear to them. There's this horrible, I don't know what the term is, but it's when you have that thing on you, and all of a sudden you got this confidence to you now. You have all of this, and it was like, yo, that dude didn't purposely disrespect you. He said, excuse me, because you were in the way. But now you're going to try to air this place out because you can. You know, I got this thing on me. I got the switch on me, whatever, you know. So a lot of that, what Ice-T said, reigns true because people are trying to get a name off you.
Yeah.
Julio over in Jacksonville, out of, I think he's out of Tampa, wherever he's from, talking about his birthday. But a lot of what he did was talking about a lot of glorification of negative stuff. So then the negative stuff came to him on his side. And it's always that eye for an eye. And I heard a very, very a wonderful quote, sad but wonderful. An eye for eye leaves us all blind.
Facts.
And that's what we have a lot going on with our YNs of this getting, you know, whether it's Chirac or